What are the current trends in the outsourcing industry?
When we got here in 2011, started in 2012, I think the lion's share of the activity here was primarily focused on IS outsourcing or IT outsourcing, and finance was probably a close number two. So I would tell you that, there's probably a couple of languages that are growing aggressively. Some of the Southern European languages like French and Italian appear to be, an area that's emerging. And I think the other dynamic is the finance piece. So, it's always been known that the technical skills, the engineering, the accounting has been a strength of this market. And you can see that the IT side's a bit more mature and can continue to absorb the growth. I think on the finance side, that's still yet to be seen in terms of, as new entrants come into the market, how quickly can people react and adjust and work together, because even though we're competing as BPO and shared services companies, we also have to work together to make sure that we don't completely destroy the ecosystem for everybody. So that's one of the things that, we're observing is probably some of the languages and a couple of the technical skills like finance.
And how do you see the future of the outsourcing industry? Maybe in 5 years. Yeah,
it's an interesting question, because I've seen markets where you don't create control. Like there's a couple of examples of cities in India where attrition spins out of control, and you have people leaving the market, right? Where they, if you look at Northern Ireland as an example, Dublin was an area in the 99, 2000, 2001 that was booming with outsourcing, and then it outgrew its potential, and then everyone left the market because it got very expensive. Right, and I think that's one of the things that we're observing with Bulgaria, is to make sure that that the universities and the government and the BPO and shared services members of the community are growing and making adjustments so that doesn't happen here. Right, I think the labor pool is large enough, and the environment is large enough that if it's done in the right way, everyone can coexist and be successful in the space. But it's definitely something that we watch very closely.